Hi, my name is Elaine Pauly with MagnaWave, and I'm here today. We're going to talk about 10 ways to use MagnaWave PEMF that you may not have thought of. I appreciate you for watching. This is my women's wellness webinar. If you are new to PEMF, if you're new to MagnaWave and you don't know a lot about us, please feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. We would love to say hi to you. Also, if you have questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them. I'm going to go through these 10 ways, but I also want you to ask any questions that you may have. If you're a practitioner and you have a question, I'd love to hear from you. Specifically around women's wellness and family, I am the mother of 3. I've been using PEMF therapy for over 10 years, at home and at work, obviously. And it has really changed the life of not only my husband, myself, and my children, but my entire family. So my goal of this webinar is to bring attention to the ways that you can use it around your house and in your home. So the most, you hear a lot of different things that PEMF does, but in reality, the number one thing it does is reduce inflammation. And that can come across as a lot of different things. Autoimmune disease, obviously pain and swelling after surgery or an accident. My biggest thing that we use it for around my house as a mother is those bumps and bruises that happen every day. The kids riding their bikes. Everyone's done it where they bumped their knee on the side of a table or a chair, and that pain for that second is so severe. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that then when I bend my knee for the rest of like a week or 2 weeks, I would still have some pain there. That didn't happen when I was little and younger. So I was talking to a woman the other day, and she said, I treat my husband's arthritis, and I treat his back, and, what can I use the machine on for myself? And we talked about these bumps and bruises, and a few days later, she called me back, and she said, I slammed my knee walking up the stairs with a laundry basket so bad that, it caused me to kind of bend over in pain, and the first thing I thought about was our conversation. So she went over, she treated her knee, and the pain was gone within 5 minutes, and she didn't have any of that residual pain. So just those little daily things that happen or that you may not think about it is a great way to use the machine. My children call it the magic box. Every time that anything goes wrong, headaches, my son got whiplash from karate, and it was the difference between us having a horrible night with him and him being in constant pain to, I had never seen him cry like this, to where he laid down on the Mag Energy mat and the pain was gone within 5 to 10 minutes. And he wasn't up and running and being his normal self, but he was comfortable, able to relax and sleep through the night. So reduced inflammation is the number one thing that PEMF does. And when it reduces that inflammation, that comes across all pain spectrums, whether it's autoimmune disease. And that's a real big one for women because women are the primary people who suffer from autoimmune diseases. And one of the things I'm going to post in my blog is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about autoimmune disease. So inflammation is the body's natural response in self-protection. Our white blood cells protect us from the infections such as bacteria and viruses. Although the immune system may also trigger an inflammatory response when bacteria and viruses aren't present. This is referred to as an autoimmune response. So there isn't any of that bacteria or any cause for the immune system to be responding like that, but it's still happening. And that's triggering inflammation, which causes the pain that you suffer from with things like lupus. And whenever you use the MagnaWave machine, you're able to reduce that inflammation. No matter what the cause is, it reduces the inflammation. Whether it's arthritis and whether it's an autoimmune response, when you get rid of the cause of the inflammation, then you get rid of the pain. So that's what MagnaWave and PEMF does. So if you know a loved one who has one of these autoimmune issues, if you're wondering if you should try PEMF, do it. So, again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tim. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Georgie. I love that you guys are saying hi. Okay, so number 2, improved circulation. This is always talked about with athletes. They want to improve the circulation. They want to improve their recovery time. But what about just regular people? If you want to help with, heart disease, or you want to help with an older patient who may have some type of neuropathy, these are things that someone in your family is probably suffering from. And if you begin treating them now, you can slow some of those issues from getting worse in the future. What I've noticed the best is, when people have used low power PMF therapy, such as like the Beamer or Eimer's equipment, they notice a difference from neuropathy, and they notice that they get some blood flow back in their legs or their feet. I had a man come in the other day for treatment. He's been using a Beamer. He wanted to try our equipment. Within one 15-minute session with the Maya machine, he could feel the bottom of his feet again. And let me tell you the difference that is for this man. He walked on ground so hot, concrete that was so hot in Florida, he got 3rd-degree burns on the bottom of his feet. He did not feel those burns. He did not feel that happen because of his neuropathy, and his blood flow was so severe. He had no feeling left in the bottom of his feet. So can you imagine being able to touch ground that hot and not even know you're doing it? His skin was peeling off, and even though prior to that event he had been using the Beamer and had some feeling and some good results, because all PEMF works, he needed something a little bit stronger. And when he came in and treated for 15 minutes, he felt tingling on the bottom of his feet that he hadn't felt in over 10 years. He's continued to come in for treatment, as purchasing his own machine to use at home, because neuropathy is not something that's just going to go away. But his ability to have feeling in the bottom of his feet has begun to change his life. So the difference between low power PMF and high power PMF is time. There really is no other difference. You're going to have people talk to you about gout. You're going to have people talk to you about fairy dust. You're going to have people talk to you about a bunch of different factors that don't matter. To be completely honest with you, the most difference between low power and high power PMF is time. A low power machine can do the exact same thing as a high power machine, but one is going to take a month and one is going to take 25 minutes. So it's really about the type of difference and how quickly you want to get the results that you need. For really chronic issues and improved circulation, then you really need to look at using a high power equipment. So that's number 2. So number 1 was reduction in inflammation from everything from you could treat a toddler, or a baby even, all the way up to a full-grown adult. So if you have a family and you're working on a farm, or you have any type of issue where you have a husband who does hands-on labor or works outside, or you're like me and you have a garden and you're exhausted and you're kneeling and you really want to recover from those issues so you can get back out the next day and do what you love, there is really nothing better than MagnaWave PMF therapy. You can change the way that your body recovers and fight those aging effects of daily life with PMF therapy. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we go down this list. If you have a question, again, put it in the comments. I'm going to look at my computer and try to talk to you. Also, my friend Chris here, he is going to help answer some questions as well. So if you have anything, please let me know. Number 3, injury recovery and wound healing. Right now, we have a clinical trial that just finished on what is those words? Bed sores. Bed sores, and that's a wound. That's a wound that happens because someone is laying in their bed for long periods of time, elderly people, and the problem with this, the reason they won't heal is blood flow. And the reason that they have pain is the inflammation around that wound. So what MagnaWave 1 and 2 does, it reduces the inflammation around that wound. 2, it improves the circulation so the wound can heal. And 3, it helps with recovery of that wound. If you ever have had, is it gangrene, an elderly person with gangrene in their feet, a wound that just will not heal, please, 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 please find a PMF practitioner, a MagnaWave PMF practitioner. You can go to MagnaWavePMF.com. In the left-hand corner or in the right-hand corner when you're looking at your screen, it says PMF treatments. Click on that button. Find the closest MagnaWave certified practitioner near you and treat the wound. There is nothing better to help treat a wound than improving the circulation. You will see an immediate response over just 2 or 3 treatments where the blood will begin circulating, the pain will decrease, and a wound that you thought was never going to heal will. Now, what does that translate to if you're a mother and you have children? For me, it translates to every type of wound my child has, or children have. My children have burned themselves, even sunburns. we have been able to treat, and it actually pulls the sting out. So if you go on vacation, if you're in the sun, cuts and bruises and scratches, again, my kids call the MagnaWave magic box. They go to it. They know how to operate it themselves. They treat themselves. They're 8 and 12. I don't even know my kids' ages. I'm so crazy. But anyways, they're 8 and 12, and they use the machine constantly. I hear it clicking in the other room, and my daughter's like, oh, well, she's 12 years old. She really doesn't have any issues, but it's the relaxation effects and any types of cuts or bruises that they get. We easily treat them. We improve the circulation. We pull the pain and the inflammation out, and they feel better immediately. So having this tool in your home is going to help and benefit everybody. Number 4, pain reduction, which we talked a little bit about with reduced inflammation, but if you suffer from chronic pain, then you know that it is life-changing. I've told this story before, but my husband has degenerative disc disease in his back. He worked for years, doing huge landscaping properties. He did Southeast Christian Church, Papa John's, corporate headquarters, and he would plant trees, and he did these beautiful landscapes, and he did a fantastic job. But eventually his back gave out. We were in our early 20s. The doctor said he needed back surgery. He was in a tremendous amount of pain, and the only thing that they offered him was injections and pain medication. And when you're 23 years old and you're told basically that you are going to completely be lame and not be able to do the job that you love, and you're going to get on a medication that is highly addictive and have to have very controversial shots in your back, that's a scary prognosis. It's either one or the other. You're in a rock and a hard place. My father called my husband over to our house and said, come on, try the machine. And at first, he was a little skeptic, as most people are when they hear something that sounds too good to be true, like MagnaWave PEMF. When he used the machine, a few days later, I called him, and I was at college, and he said, oh, I'm at your parents' house. And I said, you're at my parents' house? And he said, yes, I'm getting another treatment because I felt good for 3 days in a row for the first time in months. He has not had that surgery. It's been nearly 14 years, and he is still going strong. Without the MagnaWave, he openly says that he would not be able to play basketball with our son. He would not be as happy and functional as he is today. He works out every day. He runs. His quality of life has changed. So if you have a family member who is dealing with one of these issues, back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, any type of those issues that may seem like they're not life-threatening, but they make you frustrated, they make you angry, they really help. You're kind of on edge when you have an issue. The MagnaWave can really, really help with those issues. So again, find a practitioner and pull that inflammation out and reduce that pain. Again, if you have a question, please let me know. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Okay, sorry, I have to refresh so I can make sure there's no questions. All right. And where are we? Number 5, sleep and relaxation. Oh my, as a mother of 3, I don't even know what those 2 words are. Sleep and relaxation. I have neither. But sleeping is something that is just a beautiful side effect of using MagnaWave PEMF. You actually I found so many people who say, well, I didn't really notice that my pain was gone until I slept through the night. And that's a really big thing for people who struggle with any type of autoimmune disease, who just struggle with restlessness, ADHD. Maybe you're taking a medication that causes you not to sleep well. You don't want to take then another medication to make you sleep. PEMF relaxes your body naturally and allows your body to calm down and helps you get some sleep, as well as take away those aches and pains, which may cause you to wake up in the middle of the night. We have a new machine called the B2. It's very similar to the Beamer machine. It actually is the same strength. It's about 25 times stronger. Am I correct? 25 times stronger than the Beamer. So it feels good. You can't really feel the machine working like you can with our high power machines. But the amount of what it does is it helps you sleep at night. And I was really skeptic, as a big believer in high power PEMF. I was kind of skeptic of the B2 when we first started developing it and working with that machine. But what I realized is it's awesome. When the little sleep that I do get as a mother, when I turn that B2 on, it goes under my pillow, or I lay on the mat, and I can sleep. Maybe I get 4 hours, but it's a deep 4-hour sleep, and I feel fantastic afterwards. So if you're looking for a machine just for those little aches and pains, you want to sleep through the night, and you want energy during the day, as well as get those benefits of PEMF, because you get that improved circulation, the ability to relieve pain, just like low power PEMF and high power PEMF does. The P2 is the way to go. It's $3,950. And that's about $6,000 less than most Beamer unit. I mean, $3,000 less than most Beamer units. So if you're really looking for something to help you sleep, improve your circulation, you're not running a business, you want to do this at home and just treat yourself, the B2 is the way to go. So that's sleep and relaxation. We got a question?
We got questions.
Tell me about it.
For autoimmune disease, how often should we treat?
Okay, so that's Suzette. Thank you, Suzette, for asking that question.
And Hazel.
Oh, thank you, Hazel. Wow, you guys have the same wavelengths. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about autoimmune disease and your body. I have noticed that treating as frequently as possible with an autoimmune disease the first month is the most beneficial way to get started. So if that for you is you could treat every day because you have a practitioner nearby or you're treating yourself, I would recommend doing that. If you cannot treat every day, then do as often as possible. If that's 3 times a week, 2 times a week, treat yourself. Again, there is no set protocol for autoimmune disease because everybody operates at a different rhythm and a different magnetic frequency. So what works for me may not work for somebody else. So what I recommend doing is starting low, whether you have a Semi 3 or a Max machine. You want to start on the lowest setting possible. Treat yourself for about 5 minutes and see how you feel. If you don't feel anything and you're not seeing much, then go up a little bit higher and treat for about 10 minutes. I recommend 25 to 30 minutes a day, no matter what machine you're using, and on the highest setting that you can comfortably sit at. So what I usually do if I'm treating with like a Max, a Pulse Pro, or a Maya, is I turn it up as high as it's comfortable, but it's kind of biting me a little bit, and then I turn it down. It's not painful, never painful, but I'm getting a very good relaxing rhythm. And that's what I would do that every day. When I say every day, I mean 5 days in a row, take weekends off for a month, okay, if you can. Again, if you can't do that, then do 2 to 3 days a week. Then the next month, you're going to want to do 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week, and then cut down to 2 days a week, and then 1 day a week, and then eventually you're treating twice a month, and you're able to keep those symptoms at bay. There's a term that my dad and I use, and it's called "How long will the MagnaWave stick?" And what that means is as you begin to treat yourself more and more, you'll be able to go longer amount of times without needing a treatment. So with something as difficult as an autoimmune disease, the cause isn't there. You're wanting to basically retrain your body. So anytime you would have a symptom you would want to treat, but to get your body retrained, you really want to go through that big 3 months of treating yourself, committing to this change. Because if you could commit to a medication or you could commit to shots, then you need to do the exact same thing to commit to MagnaWave. Go out there, really commit to it, believe in it, try it, take your time, take that 3 months, and you're going to feel the difference. But it can't be like, oh, well, I treated myself for 15 minutes and I still have an issue. Well, that's like going to the gym one time and saying, I'm still fat. Of course you're still fat. You have to keep working out. It's not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle change. You have to train your body to really understand it. Do we have any more?
Oh, yeah. So Laura Freese is a new practitioner. And
hi, Laura.
She wants to know if we have or any treatment protocols and guidelines for conditions for humans and animals.
Yes, we do. So, Laura, you can download. I don't know if you take the certification because I can't pull you up right now. We do have some stuff in there, but we also have a guidelines in our MagnaWave app. You can download the app. There is a one-time fee. We are constantly updating it with new information. You can actually track treatments in there as well. So if you have a client who has a dog, a cat, a human, you go in there, you put that client in with their email address. There's a picture of a horse, a dog, a body. You can put the marks that you treated them. You can literally say, I treated their arm for 10 minutes. I treated their back for 30 minutes or whatever. Save that document. Keep track of the treatments that you've done for that particular client. There's also a guidelines place in there because people keep asking me for guidelines and it's driving me nuts. But let me tell you something, Laura, there is technically no guidelines for anything. PEMF does not treat specific conditions. It treats the body and helps the body heal itself. So what you have to do, and I'm going to tell you this because people overthink PEMF way too much. This is a very simple thing to remember. Put the coil on, turn it up to a comfortable setting, and treat the area. No matter the issue, no matter the problem, knee pain, back pain, headaches, put the coil on and treat the area for 6 to 10 minutes. This is every single person, every single machine, the most comfortable setting. That goes for everything from cancer to back pain, okay? That is the guidelines for almost everything because the setting is going to be different for what's comfortable for everybody is going to be different because we all have different magnetic frequencies that our bodies operate on. So what mine may be and where my soreness may be is totally different than that of a football player or a ballerina or my daughter or my son. So try not to overthink of it. Download the app, follow those guidelines, but then listen to your client. If they say, you know what, I don't know, I didn't feel it. Turn it up a little bit more. Oh, that feels so good. Then leave it right there. Make sure you explain to them to drink some water. Talk to them after they do the treatment and see how they feel. Maybe they say, wow, it lasted, but it only lasted for about 4 hours and then my pain came back. So what you learn from that is the next time you want to treat for maybe twice as long, have them drink a little bit more water, have them take their medication before. There's a whole bunch of questions that as you become more comfortable, you're going to know how to tailor treatments to each person. The best advice I could give you is download that app, follow those guidelines, and demo to as many people as you possibly can in your first few months so that you can get feedback from them, you can learn from them, and most importantly, you can gain confidence. Laura, if you haven't been here to meet with me and Aaron and the MagnaWave family with hands-on training, do it now. Call the office, schedule your hands-on training. We are doing every Friday throughout the spring, summer, and fall. We are off in the winters because it's heck cold here, and we don't really like to go outside and treat animals in the cold. So the spring, summer, we're going to treat every single Friday here in Louisville, and come here. I will answer all your questions. Aaron will answer your questions. You will be so confident when you walk out the door of this office that you will be so glad that you came. That's why we offer the free hands-on training, because we really, really want you to have that confidence. When you have that confidence, you're going to be able to do anything you want, and you're going to feel comfortable doing it. Okay.
Have you seen any results with glaucoma to relieve the pressure of the eye?
Yes, absolutely. Number one thing you need to do for glaucoma is talk to your doctor, obviously. Number two, get on some type of CBD. I recommend CBD drops, like a tincture, particularly Green Remedy. We are partnering with Green Remedy, having a big launch of that next month. I am a huge believer in CBD. You get all of the benefits of marijuana basically without the THC and the high. So you get all of the things that are good about marijuana without any of the stuff that, big pharma has demonized as being bad. And that helps with the glaucoma. And then treat the eye area. I almost need a butterfly coil, but can you tell somebody to bring me one in?
Yep.
So if you take the butterfly coil, and Chris is going to go get me a butterfly, but if you get a large loop too.
Okay.
You can take the coil and open it up like a pair of glasses, and I'm going to demo that for you and show you in just a second. You open it up like a pair of glasses, and you treat around the eye, and you want to do that, daily or every other day for about 2 weeks. What I recommend doing is always treating like 5 days in a row for an issue like that. That's a chronic issue. Eye drops are important. If the doctor has prescribed some type of eye drop, do that 30 minutes prior. Also, it's amazing for dry eye. If you know somebody with dry eye drops 30 minutes prior, treat the eye area for about 10 minutes an eye. If you have one of the lower machines like the Semi 3, the Semi 5, I would recommend doing 15 to 20 minutes an eye. And absolutely, it will help with the glaucoma. My mother had glaucoma. Mom, I hope you don't mind telling the world. And she treats her eyes all the time. She was told she would have to have some type of weird surgery. Thank you. That she was going to have some type of weird surgery and or be on some type of medication. I don't really remember. But she started treating her eye area specifically. She had been treating her back for have any problems. She just continuously treats her eyes about once or twice a week. So let me show you what I was talking about. So you can open it up like this, okay? And what this is doing, it looks so silly. Do not pick this as the freeze frame for the video.
Yeah.
All right, so you put it like this, and it sends the magnetic field through like that, okay? Or you could do like this and like this. Let me be very clear. If you have fillings of any type, always, always, always start very, very low. Okay, that's with any treatment, particularly when you're going on your head, because it's a solid state here and it's just going to bounce around. So you just don't want to have it turned up. Make sure the machine is very low. Turn the machine on and then put it on your face very low like this. If you have fillings or you have a cavity, it can actually, what PEMF does is it goes to the area of inflammation and pulls it out. So you will feel it immediately, even on low. So make sure you just, maybe kind of slowly put it up to your eye, hold it out. If it's strong on your teeth, you can hold it about this far away from your face and still get the magnetic field. So it doesn't have to be directly on there, to get it. And actually, the strongest point of any magnetic field is not here. It's here. So right here in the middle. So let's say it's too uncomfortable to treat the eye area. You take this, you put it around your neck like a necklace, and it's like a fountain. So you're getting magnetic field into your head just like this. You're also getting it underneath into this area, your back. So you're getting two areas at once. So if it's uncomfortable on your head with this one, then use this one like this, okay? These two attachments are the two attachments that come with every single one of our machines. So we include these two machines for 10 years. This is the only attachments my dad and I had. So we have a whole bunch of attachments. We've grown, and we have a whole bunch more machines over the years. But you don't need all of those attachments to get started. You can do pretty much everything with these two attachments. Okay.
Do you have any comments around recovery from gout in the feet and knees?
Gout is very tricky because that's an acid buildup, I believe. I'm not a doctor. I just know that with gout, it can really feel good while you're treating, and then afterwards, it is worse because you're moving the acid buildup away. The best thing that I would do is not treat the area right on without speaking to a doctor. And if you have a particular condition, call the office and ask for Pat. He's very familiar with gout. I wish I was more familiar. I just know that you need to be, everybody's different, really. Everybody's body reacts differently. So gout is the only one where it feels fantastic when you're treating because it's dissipating, but then it has nowhere to go but back where it was. That you have to actually really begin to eat better, work out, and actually get that acid out of the body.
Any information on melanoma and PEMF?
So melanoma is a cancer. We are in the 7 Hope for Cancer hospitals. Again, I am not a doctor, but cancer hates oxygen. Cancer loves sugar. Cancer thrives on these things. Everything that I found is that if you have melanoma, if you have some type of cancer, I would recommend 2 things. And this is just me as a lay person. Again, I'm not a doctor. You need to talk to your doctor before you start any type of therapy whatsoever. But I would get the hydrowave water. It's oxygenated water with silver particles in it, which helps your body fight any type of bacteria or buildup. And then I would also get, treat the area with the MagnaWave, because what you want to do is you want to bring oxygen into the area where the melanoma is. The cancer hates oxygen. It does not thrive on oxygen. It will actually start helping the body fight. It increases the white blood cells, which is what helps you fight cancer. So any type of cancer from melanoma, make sure you talk to your doctor. To breast cancer, you really just want to get as much oxygen into your body and pull out as much sugar. Change your diet immediately. Begin working out. Start taking hydrowave water, ingesting the hydrowave water, and then talk to your doctor about using PEMF directly on the area to put the oxygen in. I have seen MagnaWave do incredible things to tumors. Incredible. I have heard stories that I could not believe. I have heard terrible things that chemotherapy has done to people. And if I had cancer personally, if I had an issue, my first thing would be to try an alternative therapy. If my life was not on the line and I was able to try something different, I would try it. So if you want to talk more or look into it, I have a whole bunch of articles, and I'd be happy to put them in the bottom of this blog and link to them in the bottom of my 10 ways to use MagnaWave blog. So specifically, whoever asked the melanoma question, I will send those links, put it at the bottom of the blog. You can look at them. Okay.
One more question. If one's treated after knee replacement surgery, there is pain, what should be done differently?
Okay, what?
If there's pain after with using PEMF after a knee replacement surgery, is there anything they should do different?
No. Treat the area. Put the coil on the knee like this. Start low. Turn it up to a comfortable position. Any type of hardware in the body should not be a problem whatsoever. So you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever using the machine. There is a ton of rumors out there like, oh, PEMF you can't use in a thunderstorm, and if you have a knee replacement, it's going to hurt. None of that is true. There is magnetic fields all around you that are much stronger than this machine. Your microwave, all of those things. So do not worry about using this machine. There's nothing you should do differently, except I would treat as often as possible with a knee replacement, and you're gonna heal in twice the time. I mean, it really does help your body heal quickly. What I recommend after any type of bone work, broken bone, and that's actually, hold on, number 8, skipping ahead 3 on my list is bone mending. What we found is that when a bone heals, if it can start from the inside or the outside and go in. So what we recommend doing is starting treatment about 6 to 7 days after the bone is set, or after a surgery where bone is messed with, like a knee replacement. Depends on the type of knee replacement, what kind of bone work you have done. Let the body begin healing from the inside out. When that process starts, which is about 6 or 7 days after the surgery or after a broken bone, to treat every single day. So, you want the body to begin the healing process naturally. Okay, that's it?
We can go on to number 6.
Okay, number 6, depression and anxiety. This is probably my greatest one because if you have depression and anxiety, you really need to talk to your doctor and follow any regimen that they give you. Absolutely, from beginning to end. Always, 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 always talk to your doctor. If you've had suicidal thoughts or any of those issues, reach out to somebody immediately. But what I've seen is that a lot of time people get on medications and they work. But your body gets used to those medications, and you have to either up your dose or get a different type of medication. And what happens is that your same issues come back eventually, or you're on several medications. PEMF is a modality, is FDA approved for depression, and I had severe postpartum depression after my first 2 children, to the point where I had concerns about having my 3rd child because my postpartum depression was so bad. So what I did this time was I treated immediately. I treated my head like this. I treated down my back. I really got that blood flowing. And what happened is I didn't have any postpartum depression. I suffered from nothing. I felt fantastic. My mood changed. I was happier, like it didn't even happen. Now, is that going to be the same way for everyone? No, and I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but if you have depression and anxiety, you have tried everything and you're working with the doctor, then you have nothing to lose by trying MagnaWave. Absolutely nothing. And it's not something that's going to be quick. You need to treat yourself every day. You need to commit to this, just like I said, with an autoimmune disease. You need to commit to this therapy, just like you would a medication that you take every day. You can't take one Tylenol and say you're never going to have a headache again. It doesn't work that way. You need to really commit to this. But I've seen it change people's life where they were, at the end of their rope, they were suicidal. They had tried everything from ketamine treatments to shocking their brain, and to the point where they started MagnaWave treatments, and within a month their life was changing. Within a year they were employed again, and that's the difference. I mean, it could be a really big game changer. So try it. It works great for children. My daughter is at an age where she's 12 years old. Things are changing. She's having anxiety with issues. I put her on the mat, treat her in the evenings. It really helps her calm down when she's watching TV, and it kind of mellows you out, even with those hormonal changes that can happen to women. So treat yourself when it's that time of the month, and really make it a routine of just healthy living for you. Okay, increased energy. I guess this is the number one thing that people ask me all the time is, where do you get your energy from? Like, how do you go all the time? And I don't know, it's not something that I naturally have all the time. I get tired and I have issues too. But I realize that while I treat myself for other things, it's enhanced my energy. My body feels better. My blood flow is better. And I mean, who doesn't want more energy? At 2:30 in the afternoon, every single person is just like, I'm done. I'm done with work. I'm exhausted. When I get home from work, I have another job. I have 3 children. I have to make dinner, clean dinner up, get them ready for bed, give them baths. By the time that happens, I'm exhausted. And what I've realized is when I add MagnaWave into my daily life and I take that 10 minutes, whether it's sitting here at work or I run my B2 while I sleep, my energy during the day is amazing. So really, you're going to get a lot of benefits from this other than if you just have pain. A lot of times I hear people say, well, I don't have any issues. I'm great. Yeah, that's true. You may not have any pain issues. You may not think you have a reason, but MagnaWave is not just for pain. It's not just for people with autoimmune diseases or who are healing from an injury. It is for those people who want to who want to age, slow down aging, who want to have more energy, and you want to sleep better. If you are currently Botoxing your face and you are currently doing all sorts of things to make yourself younger, then you need to add this to your life because it's going to change the way that you feel. It's going to make sure that your body doesn't age as fast. Aging is not just the outside of your face, it's internally. You can do whatever you want to your body to keep yourself looking young, but what's most important to how people perceive you and your age is how you feel and how you act. So if you're not using MagnaWave PEMF and you're doing everything else to slow your aging, then you're missing the boat completely. So not only is it increasing your energy, it's going to help with anti-aging. So we talked about number 8, which is bone mending. Number 9 is a companion modality. So like it says here in my blog, it can stand alone for maintenance, but the most wonderful thing about MagnaWave PEMF therapy isn't one thing, it's several. PEMF therapy is safe, non-invasive, not a medication, no harmful side effects, no downtime. Okay? Did you hear that? A lot of times people are like, well, I don't have time. What's it going to do? It is safe for you to use. You can use it on yourself. You can use it on your children. Obviously, if you have an issue, always talk to your doctor. But this is no different than using an over-the-counter massage device that you would purchase at Walgreens. So try it. You have absolutely nothing to lose except for the pain or the lack of energy or the sleep deprivation that you currently have. Okay, 10, immune boosting. So, for both animals and humans alike, good health is a product of good care, diet, and exercise. A healthy routine builds a strong immune system. Adding MagnaWave to your healthy routine is going to help with your energy loss, your stress, the pollution compounded by dietary setbacks. You're going to feel better, and with that, you are going to build your immune system. I'll also recommend trying the HydroWave water. We sent out over 100 samples for people to spray on their wound for wound care to show them how it can help fight bacteria and help the wound heal faster. It does the same thing for internally. Taking it every day keeps you healthy. We have several practitioners who have been on HydroWave every single day for 2 or 3 years and have not been sick. And it's incredible. So if you haven't heard about HydroWave, go to the HydroWave page on our website. It's under supplements. Check it out. Fill out the form. I'll send you some emails about it. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Coupled with MagnaWave therapy, you're basically a superhuman. I'm just kidding. You're not. But you're going to feel better. You're going to keep yourself well. And you're going to help your body and yourself work at peak performance. Do we have any other questions?
Not right now. Do you want to tell them about the free shipping?
Okay. If you're looking at getting a PEMF machine, this is a great time. We have a new machine called the Soul. And it's February. MagnaWave is selling their Soul. Haha, it's a play on words. But we're shipping them to you for free. So if you have a lover, a friend, a spouse, a child, who has looked at MagnaWave, who's wanted a PMF machine. This is a great starter machine. It's a great way if you love spark chamber machines like the Max or the Pulse Pro. You want something, you want to start a business, you want to help your family, whatever it is. We are shipping them for free everywhere within the continental United States. And we're taking, if you're outside of the continental United States and you'd like a machine, we're taking the amount of that it would be to ship in the U.S., the continental United States, off of your shipping. So you get a big deduction off of the price. What else do we have going on? If you're a certified practitioner, tell us why you love your machine. Email it to MwTestimonials@gmail.com. Tell us what you think, why you love your particular machine. We're giving away an attachment. This is something we do for our practitioners almost every single month. We do an attachment giveaway. We do fun games. We do all these things so that our people could grow their business and give us some feedback. We really just want to know how you feel about us, how you feel about your attachment or your machine. And we like to have fun in the group, in the MagnaWave Certified Practitioner group. Also, go join our other two groups. They're 7 things down on the MagnaWave PMF corporate Facebook page. It says groups. There's 2 groups in there that are open to everybody. Go there. MagnaWave Testimonials. You can read testimonials that other practitioners and people who use MagnaWave have shared. And then we also have another one that has research, international resources, things that, studies. The MagnaWave has done several clinical trials. We have all that information in that group. So if you want to, keep up with all of that, then we have a closed group called MagnaWave Certified Practitioners. These are for people who own our equipment, who are certified. There's over 500 people in the group. We have sold over 2,000 machines, and we have 900 certified practitioners who are using our machines for a business. We build businesses. We build futures. We do not just sell PMF equipment. If you're looking for a machine and you want to change your life, and anybody can sell you a PMF machine, anybody. But when 3 years goes by and you have a question about how to treat your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your horse, who are you going to pick up the phone to call? If it breaks, who are you going to call? Well, our standard of care is that we will be here. It's a family-owned company. I'm not going anywhere, even if you want me to. And I will be here to answer your call, and so will the rest of the MagnaWave team. We want to support you. We believe in this therapy. I believe in this therapy, and I think that it can really change your life. So either find one of our certified practitioners or reach out today on MagnaWavePMF.com. We'd be happy to answer your questions. Is there anything else?
MagnaCon tickets on sale.
Yes. Okay. MagnaCon 2019, y'all, is going to be the best MagnaCon ever. I've changed the format. We got a new hotel. It's the #1 stop on the Bourbon Tour. If you've ever wanted to come to Kentucky, specifically Louisville. We're going to Churchill Downs. We have educational classes from PMF 101 to in-depth science with scientists. We have a class all about the different machines. It's going to be a great way for you to interact with other practitioners. This is open to the public. Tickets are on sale right now. MagnaConPEMF.com. This is the largest PMF conference in the world. We expect hundreds of people to come here to Louisville, Kentucky, and meet with us. It's 3 full days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, hands-on training. We will treat horses. You will treat horses. We will treat humans. You will treat humans. And we will treat small animals. Hopefully, my dog, she's 15 years old, and still benefiting from PMF therapy. We'll be there for you to treat and learn from our experts. These people are chiropractors, doctors, scientists from all over the United States who are flying here to interact with you and for you to learn from. Plus, we're going to have a ton of fun. We're giving away a machine to whoever is there. So you buy a ticket, you show up, you might win a machine. I'm not going to tell you what machine it is because it's a surprise, but we're going to give away a machine this year. We also give away thousands of dollars worth of equipment, marketing programs. I think they're giving away a trip to Las Vegas or something. Shh. Come to MagnaCon. It's awesome. Tickets are on sale now. You can get there from MagnaWavePMF.com or MagnaConPEMF.com. I believe that's the URL. And purchase your tickets. Register today. You can bring a guest. Is that it? If you have any questions about MagnaCon, 502-742-7868. Anybody in the office would be happy to talk to you about it. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I guess I've said enough. Last chance. If you have a question, type it really quickly. If not, you can always email us at support@mwpmf.com. We'd be happy to answer your questions there as well. Anything else?
You want to just mention the Black Sea capsules before we go for the...
Do we have any? Yeah, so we're offering the C60. If you haven't heard about C60, it's on our website. It's amazing. My father has great testimonials. We've been using it for years as a family. We've decided to sell it. It's a game changer, specifically when coupled with PEMF. So check it out. Instead of taking the actual, I guess, where's mine at? Here's mine. This is what I take. You take one dropper, two to three dropperfuls a day. And a lot of people don't want to do that. So what we have now, we're now offering is this C60 in a black seed oil capsule. So you can just take the vitamin pills in the morning or in the afternoon. So those will be on our website soon. If you are interested in any of our supplements, HydroWave or C60, go to the supplements tab. They're incredible. Fill out the forms on those pages. I'd be happy to send you some email information. You can also purchase on there as well. So thank you for watching. Got a question?
One question. Is there a protocol to treat drinking water with MagnaWave?
I've treated wine with MagnaWave, and it makes it taste better. I have never treated drinking water. I've heard people talk about that. Is it going to oxygenate the water? I think what you would be better off doing is just drinking water and treating yourself, because that's just going to help the body uptake the water and help your body absorb the oxygen molecules that are in the water. There is no protocol for treating drinking water. If you want to treat drinking water, buy the HydroWave. If you're a certified practitioner, you get a 20% discount. Call the office. We'd be happy to give that to you. And add that HydroWave. It's a concentrate, so you put 2 is it tablespoons? What is it?
It's 2 ounces.
2 ounces in your in a 16-ounce water. You drink it every single day. It will do the exact same thing as oxygenating your water. So I will ask my dad a little bit more about that, and if I have more information, I'll add it to the blog. But I really think you're better off just drinking as much water as possible, adding the HydroWave to the water, and then treating yourself. That's it. Oh yeah, and MagnaWave your cheap wine. Makes it taste better. All right. So thank you. We will have another women's wellness webinar next month. I don't know if we know the topic.
Green remedy.
Oh, we're talking about CBD, my favorite subject other than MagnaWave. We're going to talk about CBD, the power of CBD, how you can use it with MagnaWave, and if you're a certified practitioner, how you can get a heck of a discount by buying it through us. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. As always, you can contact me through MagnaWavePMF.com. Thanks, and have a great day.